but he kind of gives me, I'm a nice guy, why don't you love me energy. He also kind of seems like the guy that would brag about his wife all the time, but then cheat on her, if you know what I'm saying. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Payton. It is nice to meet you, it is nice to see you, and welcome to the corner. Now, it's no secret that Coral Island is the latest and dare I say greatest new farming sim game, and it personally has me, and I know a lot of other people, in a little bit of an obsessive state. For me, one of the most exciting parts of the game, and one of the reasons I decided to play it, was because of the spicy, gorgeous, beautiful, dateable character options that are in this game. And so, today, we will be ranking them. Now, don't worry if you've never played Coral Island or you're brand new to Coral Island like me, we're gonna go over and explain who each of the characters are, and this is more of a first impressions type ranking anyway. Let me also just note that there is no correct answer in who you want to romance in this game. Go for it, romance whoever the heck you want. These are just my personal first impression opinions. But before we get into it, please be sure to click the lovely little like button if you haven't already, as well as subscribe for more cozy, chaotic content like this. Okay, I'll shut up and let's get into the tier list. Okay, so here we are. I ended up making my own tier list because all of the other tier lists I found did not include all 25 of the dateable characters. A few more characters have just been announced that they are dateable, so we have slightly less information about certain characters, but I wanted to include them anyway, and here is my tier list. It is linked in the description if you want to make your own, and I absolutely want to see it if you make your own. So I categorized it as the top tier is Let Me Love You, meaning they're my all-time fave out of everybody. Then we have Stop, You're Gorgeous, also Love, Obsessed, I Love You So Much. Then there is Yeah, I would go on a date with you. So a little bit more casual, still showing my love and interest, but also just like a little bit less, not so obsessed. Then there's a You're okay, you know, not bad, but you know, you're just okay. There's like more options out there. And then there is, yeah, you're a dateable character. Not for me, but for someone else. You in fact are a dateable character, just not for me. So the first one we have is Noah. These are set in no particular order. It kind of just like randomized after I put the images in. But let's read about Noah. Noah is an obvious fan of consistency. He was born, raised, and settled in Coral Island with a brief departure to Tokyo for university years. Now back in Coral Island, he spends his days running the tavern in bland colored khakis. I guess that's important for us to note. Though he would rather spend his days taking care of his mom, Betty. He does have other hobbies. On rare occasions, he is free. He enjoys long walks, discussing theories of unexplainable phenomena with Alice, and watching a gourmet gelato making show called Game of Cones. He comes from a big family with 3 siblings. Let's see, his loves are durian, which I googled it, it's a fruit, sunny side up, which I'm assuming is for his eggs. He likes gnocchi, he hates metal bars. Right, okay, Noah is so cute. Noah's so cute. Noah is giving me like absolute husband energy. Like, we're like watching this gelato making show together. We're having a beautiful, lovely, wholesome time. So I know that he's one of these top 2 categories for me. The question is, do I want a cute, wholesome time or do I want something a little spicier? That I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna go ahead and say Let Me Love You, but I don't know if he's gonna be my final pick for the person I choose. He's Let Me Love You, but maybe not my fave out of everybody because I think I'm missing a little bit of a spice. Next one is Nina. Nina technically doesn't live in Coral Island, which is good to know. It's important for this ranking. But she still visits her vacation home at the beach from time to time. Aside from wild rumors around town, this bachelorette has never talked about her abrupt departure, so it remains a mystery until now. Nina is well educated and enjoys lavish vacations. She's close friends with Suki, as well as Alice and Lily. She loves banana fritters and flower bouquets. She hates bananas, but she loves banana fritters? And she hates tomato soup. That's confusing. So you don't like the plain banana, but you like the banana if it's like cooked into something, I guess? Interesting. All right. Well, first of all, Nina, I think is so cute. I love her hair. I love how she looks. I think she looks gorgeous and stunning. However, she's unavailable. And I need her to be available. She's gonna just be here on vacation. I'm nobody's fling, so she's just okay. She seems like she has some air of mystery to her, which I'm intrigued by and I think is interesting. However, unavailable. The next one is a newer character who's just been added to the dateable list, so I don't have that much information on them, but this is Alaya. I don't know if it's Aaliyah or Alaya. Let me know if I pronounce everyone's names wrong. Okay, all we know is that she loves chocolate chip muffins, strawberries, Luwak coffee, hummus, white hibiscus, eggplant, lasagna. We don't know what she doesn't like, and that is pretty much it. That's pretty much it. We don't have that much to go by. I think Alaya looks really cute. She seems to like nice food. I think she's nice, but because I don't know that much about her, I would just put her on a would go on a date. I feel like even with the preferences, I'm not seeing that much of a common through line, and I haven't met her in the game yet, so that's another thing that I'm trying to like go by. I've only played about 5 hours of the game, so a lot of these characters are new to me, so we're gonna put her on a nice neutral would go on a date. She's very cute. I like chocolate chip muffins too, but there's no big connection right now. Okay, and then we have Scott. So Scott is a city boy at heart, always up for fun and is never a bore. He found his passion for artifacts and has dedicated his life to it. After many heartbreaks and not wanting to be known as the town's infamous playboy, Scott moved to Coral Island to start a new life. He's currently renting a room from Charles at 1 Main Ave in Starlet Town. Aside from getting into relationships, Scott enjoys strong coffee, rainy days, and vintage jazz. He frequents the local tavern on the weekends. He loves the earth nodes, the egg custards. I don't know what the fire agate is. And he hates tulips and violets. Okay, so yes, he's stunning, right? Here's the problem. He's a city boy, which I like, but I also hate because I live in New York City. And I feel like this man is giving me pretension. He's giving me hipster energy. He's gonna like pretend to want to know about all my hopes and dreams, but then he's going to stomp on my heart into a million pieces, and I've been there before, so I'm weary. That being said, I love his museum passion. I can't help but want to go on coffee dates with him, so I'm being hesitant. We'll say, yes, stop, you're gorgeous. However, I'm weary of you, sir. I'm weary of him. I think that there may be a big heart there after all, but I am feeling like this guy could be a pretentious, all about himself kind of dude, and I'm worried. Okay, then we got Theo, and Theo is another one who's recently been added to the Dateables, so we don't have many information on him, just that he's one of the Dateables. His hobbies, we know, are guitar and singing. He loves yellow moray eel, fish tacos, coconut drinks, snowdrops, bamboo shoots, and he hates beer, wine, and milk. And that's really it. I have met Theo in the game, and I have seen him play his beautiful, gorgeous, fantastic guitar, and yes, he is absolutely a let me love you, and here's why. Not only does he play the guitar and he sings, he's a fisherman. And if you know anything about me and this channel, for some reason, I like fishing and farming sim games. I hate fish in real life. I'm scared of them. I don't like seafood, and I don't like fishing. But in video games, I just want to fish all day. And this guy can show me how to fish. And he could sing me a song. And he doesn't give me like pretentious energy. He gives me like a nice spirited, soulful energy. I feel like him and I could stay up around the campfire talking until like 4 in the morning. He gives me good vibes. He's also stunningly beautiful, so no brainer. Theo, let me love you. I'm not gonna lie, I think I actually like him a little bit more than I like Noah, so I'm gonna just swap-a-roo them. Next we have Raj, who is also another newly added dateable, so we don't have that much info on him. All we know is that he loves coffee, and he's a barista. And that's pretty much it. That's all we know. I've met him in the game, and that's pretty much all he said as well. I mean, obviously, he is stunningly gorgeous. However, he does give me a similar vibe to Scott, in which I'm worried that this vibe he's giving, this like hipster energy. I'm worried he might be a little pretentious. I feel like he might yell at me once he finds out that I like Starbucks, and like he's gonna tell me that the bean quality isn't as good. I still think he is a stop you're gorgeous, but I think I like Scott just a little bit more because I can picture me and Scott hanging out in the museum, and I like that a little bit more than hanging out in the coffee shop. But gorgeous, a great option, love. The next one is Yuri. So when Yuri is not busy keeping the islanders safe, can be spotted hanging out or playing chess at the beach shack. She also likes tattoos, pastel hair, and playing pool. Yuri is not your usual MD. She spent her 20s as a doctor who crossed many borders, frequently dispatched to remote areas to practice for little or no pay, presumably why she has no decent savings, and she decided to settle in Starlet Town, a boat ride away from her hometown, Tosaka. She's close with her roommate Millie and her fellow MD Charles. She's obviously a doctor. She likes playing pool and playing chess. She loves fish sandwiches, green curry, and lobsters, hates flowers. I kind of love Yuri. Yuri, first of all, gorgeous. I love her hair. Even more so, I love her tattoos. I love that she's a doctor. I'm chronically ill, so I feel like I'm in good hands with Yuri. But I don't think Yuri is gonna baby me, even though she's very noble and seems kind. Like, she's done a lot of, work without pay or little pay. She feels like she's gonna tell me how it is, be straight up with me, which I like. I like that she plays pool, but also she's a little nerdy and plays chess. I kind of want her to love me. I think I like her slightly more than I like Noah, but not quite as much as I like Theo. The next one is Eva. Eva is a happy-go-lucky baker who works at the general store. She enjoys talking to the islanders, be it local, new, visitors, everybody. She's good friends with everybody. She doesn't have a lot of savings, but when she does, she dreams to visit more exotic places. According to the islanders, Eva is always a delight to talk to, a positive ray of sunshine, a fan of red velvet cakes, that's my favorite too, and cookies. She sews most of her clothing herself, as well as knits. Her favorite season is winter. Loves red velvet cake, cookies, and orchids, hates garlic. I think Eva's so cute. I think she looks adorable. I think everything about her is adorable. However, I feel like her and I are very similar. So, except I can't bake. But everything else, I feel like we give a similar positive vibe. So I don't know if I would want to date someone like me. I think I want to date someone different than me. I think her and I would be absolute besties, though, and I think she is really cute. So I'm gonna say I would go on a date with her. I'm not gonna put her above Alaya, but I'm gonna put her, right next to it. She's cute. I'd go on a date with her, but then I think we would decide that we'd just be friends. Okay, so the next one is Chame. I hope I'm saying their name right. I'm not sure, but I tried to Google pronunciate it, and Chame is what I got. So Chame is another one of the newer characters added, so we don't have that much information on them. The only thing we know about her is that she's devoted to playing volleyball, and she lives at the observatory. She loves pizza, seafood, ramen, veggie ramen, basil pesto, pasta, and gnocchi. Okay, yeah. I think Chame is very beautiful. I think Chame is very beautiful. Chame looks tough. I think Chame absolutely intimidates me, but I think that she's gorgeous. I love that she lives in the observatory. That makes me feel like, she's got a passion for the stars. I don't know this for sure. I don't know this yet. Again, I'm new to the game. I don't know. I like her. I can't decide if it's a would go on a date or a stop you're gorgeous. Because she feels tough. She's very athletic, which I absolutely cannot relate to. I think I'm gonna put her on would go on a date. I think she goes after Alaya because Alaya feels just, I don't know, more like her and I would get along. But Chame, I would go on a date with you. You seem very nice and very beautiful. We have Alice. Alongside her twin sister Suki, they own, run, and live by the beach in Coral Inn. Running a business is hard, and running it with your sister is harder. Alice spends her days working at the inn and her free time hanging out with friends. She loves minced jackfruit pies. She's good friends with Noah. They're often spotted together grabbing morning coffee or having in-depth discussions. She thinks that pizza is overrated. She loves green smoothies, minced jackfruit pie, almond oil, olive oil, dye. And she hates pizza. Okay. Alice is stunning. Alice is stunning, and you can't see it here, but her outfit is absolutely stunning. When I ran into her, I was like, yes, all of this, please. I have more of the I want to be you energy than I want to date you, but I do think she's gorgeous and I do want to get to know more about her. So I am going to put her in a stop you're gorgeous. I think this is a good spot for her. I think behind Raj is good. Yeah, she's gorgeous, okay? Okay. Then we have Waku, who is yet another new character. We know nothing about him other than the fact that he hates green smoothies and that he lives in the observatory. I haven't met him in the... Oh, no, I have. I've met him in the game. His dad is the one that brings you on the boat. That's all I know about him. So doesn't he know things about fish, like his dad is a fisherman? I think so. I think so? I don't want to say, I feel bad putting him in Let Me Love You, even though I know nothing about him. But look at him, like, hi? Like, gorgeous. The only thing I know about him is he's hot. He seems like he's got a nice relationship with his dad. Maybe he knows a little bit about fishing. And the rest I don't really care because he's hot. That's all I have to say. Moving on. The next person we have is Macy. She's a photographer. She grew up on a neighboring island and now lives full-time at the inn. She makes a living by selling images to a visual media company. She went to university for finance. Then at one point she decided to pursue photography professionally and left her corporate job. Before embarking on life as an artist, she moved back home for a year, catching up with her friends while preparing for her island hopping career. Though she didn't say how long she would stay in Coral Island, she mentioned she would eventually move on to another island, unless she has a good reason not to. An only child, she loves simple nights, taking pictures, playing video games, and Steven, her rescued lobster. She likes all of the things I just said, and she loves pizza. She hates pickles. Macy gives me such cool girl energy. I think Macy is... I love her. I think she's so cool. She's like a little bit sassy. Like when I talked to her in the game, she was a little sassy to me. I kind of love that. I think she's gorgeous. I love that she's a photographer. I love that she's an artist who left a corporate job. I really like Macy. I think I'm gonna put Macy in Stop Your Gorge. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put Macy in Stop Your Gorgeous. I like her better than Alice. Do I like her better than Raj? I like her better than Raj, but I like Scott a little bit better still. I'm still dreaming of our museum fancy date, but she goes here. I love Macy. I think she's really cool, and I want to get to know her better. Okay, now we have Charles. So Charles is another one. He was just recently added to one of the marriage candidates. He is the other doctor in town. He has a pollen allergy, so he does not like flowers, but he does love strawberries, diamonds, cookies, blueberries, burritos, and falafel. Now, I'm conflicted about Charles, because when I played the game, at first I was like, oh, hello, doctor. Upon further thinking about it, I don't like him nearly as much as I like Yuri. At first, when I started playing the game, I thought he was the only doctor, because he was the one I saw first, and he has a sloth patient bed for the little pediatric section, and if you know me, sloths are like they're like my thing. So I was like, oh my god, are we meant to be? I don't think I'm meant to be with him. I think I'm meant to be with Yuri. Also, Charles is cute, but he kind of gives me, I'm a nice guy, why don't you love me energy. He also kind of seems like the guy that would brag about his wife all the time, but then cheat on her, if you know what I'm saying. So I think I'm going to put him in, you're a dateable character for someone, not for me. The next one is Leah. Leah lives her bachelorette life with her father and stepmom in an old, massive house that the locals call the mansion. Self-hired yoga instructor at the community center, takes her online presence very seriously. She spends her day wandering around the island with a camera on hand. Her mom is an art dealer who travels the world constantly, so when her parents divorced after long deliberation between lawyers and what seems like a lifetime worth of legal fees, they decided it would be best for Leah to stay with her dad. This was to retain some sort of stability in her life. She loves to be surrounded by nature, fine art, and a closet full of designer collections. Her hobbies are yoga and photography. She loves pearls. She hates mushrooms, eggs, all fish, and coffee. Right. Well, she's beautiful, obviously. I think she's gorgeous. I don't know. I think there's definitely more to that it girl, I'm Regina George exterior she's kind of got going on, but I don't know if I want to mess with it. I think that she is absolutely a dateable character. I definitely am interested in learning more about her backstory, but she just doesn't seem like the kind of person I want to date. So then we have Pablo. So Pablo and his brother, Raphael, are both blacksmith and bachelors. Never been caught without a smile on his face, Pablo is a natural attraction for the locals, singles or not. According to his brother, despite Pablo's Casanova persona, he is a romantic at heart and he's ready to settle down when the right person comes along. When Pablo isn't smelting ores, he can be found around town, lending hands to the townfolk, cleaning up the graveyard, or tossing anecdotes at the tavern. He hates beaches, dislikes sand in his shoes. He loves sweet potato poutine and cauliflower casserole. He hates durian, and I am in love with him. I mean, hello? First of all, stunning. Second of all, he's a blacksmith, very helpful, very, very handy. He can make things. He's got a romantic persona, so he's like a flirt and like a charmer, but sweet and like meaningful. So he's definitely one of my faves. Oh, I don't know if I like him. Yeah, no, he's better than Theo. Just a little bit better than Theo. I like him. Let me love you. It would be an honor. It would be an honor if you would let me love you a little bit, okay? The next one is Zara, who is an adventurer at heart. Zara lives on a boat. She enjoys going around the island and finding treasures, be it gems, old artifacts, or a buried history. Zara was born and raised on the other side of Coral Island. When her boat is not docked at its usual place, she is presumed to visit her family. But what really is going on in her life, nobody really knows. She can be a bit mysterious at times, though she's allergic to cats. And she hates roasted chestnuts. Yeah, so she's stunning. Yeah, so this, I think, feels right. She is gorgeous. She's a fisherman, which I love. So same kind of thing with Theo. She's mysterious. She's cool. She's got good vibes. I feel like she would take me on the adventure of a lifetime, and I am here for it. I'm into it. I love her makeup. I don't know if I need to elaborate further, just yes. Then we have Raphael, who's Pablo's brother and the other blacksmith. Raphael tends to be reserved toward others, unlike his brother. He rarely ever leaves Garden Lane, usually either staying inside his home or cleaning up the graveyard, which is located next to the blacksmith shop. He loves onyx and sashimi, and we don't know what he doesn't like. Now, this is problematic because he's literally like... Him and Pablo are giving me Vampire Diaries energy, and I feel like I'm torn between the two hot brothers. So he's absolutely up here. I think what I like about him is that he's obviously very attractive. However, he's a little bit more reserved, which I like. I think he's up here. I think I don't like him as much as I like Pablo. So I think I'm gonna put him above Noah, behind the two gorgeous ladies. Yeah, that feels like a good spot for him, but you know, maybe he could win me over a little more. So then we have Luke. Luke, coming from old money, he lives with his parents, Bree and Walter, and his dog, Taco. I didn't know Taco was his dog. Taco's my favorite dog. Okay, whatever. He lives in the manor behind the vineyard, a family business that he feels pressured to take over. Not a fan of Silver Spoon, Luke runs Socket Electronics in his spare time in an attempt to create a name for himself, separate from his family legacy. In his free time, he frequents the beach shack for some fresh seafood, and he's friends with Ben and Pablo. He loves ratatouille and wine, and he hates beach scavengables. I like Luke. I like that Luke is a rich boy who doesn't want to be a rich boy. That being said, he still gives me rich boy energy, which I'm not really a fan of. So I'm gonna say he's a dateable character, I guess. He's a dateable character. He's kind of somewhere between you're okay and you're a dateable character. He's just not really my style. Then we have Ben, who is a nomad that lives in a caravan stationed in the forest. If you knock on his window on the weekend, he might have some random things to sell you, be it items he finds scavenging around the island or things that he doesn't want anymore. Ben spends his money attending the fall music festivals and for green tea. Some days he isn't in the forest, he is presumed to be diving off to another side of the island, and he does camping. He has an extensive collection of healing crystals, loves road trips and daydreaming, and he loves bananas, mushrooms, green tea, hates clam chowder, sea mushrooms, soybeans, and sugarcane. Now, I think Ben is very cute, but Ben and I said this on my stream playing it, I feel like Ben gives me surfer, California film boy energy. Like, this man is about to tell me that Pulp Fiction is his favorite movie ever and just go on like an hour-long tangent about it. And that's not really for me. I would go on a date with him for sure to hear him out, but I don't think I like him as much as the people ahead of him in this category. The next one is Kenny, who is a part-time rancher and full-time bachelor. He grew up in Coral Island and has fostered close relationships with other islanders, be it people, animals, trees, spirits from beyond, all of them. Beside making friends, he loves having lunch outdoors, vegan tacos, and cold kombucha. Kenny lives with his parents at a cabin in the forest, and he goes to the ranch every day to take care of the animals. After he's done, he usually goes to the tavern or the blacksmith shop to catch up with his friends, usually spends his lunch breaks in the forest or by the lake, sitting on the ground, snacking on edamame and playing the flute. So yes, his hobby is playing the flute. He loves vegan tacos and hates cheese. I love Kenny. Kenny is giving me teddy bear energy. He's similar to Noah to me, but I think I like him better than Noah because I want to hang out with the cute little animals. Ooh, do I like him better than Raphael? No, okay. I like him better than Noah, slightly less than Raphael. He gives me nice vibes. I feel like he is a very suitable candidate. If him and I were to be together, I would also get to have the ranch, and I want all of the cows and the cute little animals, and he just seems very kind, peaceful, so I like that. Okay, so the next one I think I'm saying right is Surya, who is a fresh marine biologist graduate who's doing a fellowship in Coral Island. Like you, he's also new to the island. Shortly after he submitted his dissertation, he realized that a fancy degree didn't guarantee a job. So when he was given the opportunity to join Ling's research project, he was ecstatic. He packed his bags and moved in with his uncle and Aunt Joko and Dinda in the hillside. He works at the lab on weekdays and spends his time hanging out with Luke in the vineyard and relaxing at the beach. He loves melon, herbed tempeh, wild mushroom polenta, pufferfish, lode, I don't know what that is, pink diamond, golden pearl, a lot of things, rainbow wool, black roses, marble. He hates failed dishes, milk, all bombs, all garbage, and all seeds. I think this is my hot scientist Dreamboat. I think this is my hot scientist Dreamboat. I don't know if I like my hot scientist. Ooh, do I? He's here. He's my hot scientist Dreamboat. I like that he's new to town just like me. I like that he is smart. Again, I don't like fish in real life, but for some reason in farming sim games I do. I like that he's a marine biologist. He seems smart, but he seems down to earth. He seems grounded. I like him. He's hot. Boom. So the next one is Millie. Millie owns the house in Garden Lane and rents out one of its rooms to Yuri. She works at the library and likes to spend her free time bird watching. Not only does she take care of the books of the library, but her responsibilities include helping the mayor with arranging festivals, donations, etc. She loves old book restorations. Her hobbies include bird watching, she loves veggie ramen, she hates fish. She's adorable! I love that she's a cute little librarian. I think she's another one similar to our lovely baker friend that I would be better friends with than I think I would be someone to date, but I think she is really cute, so I am gonna stick her in here. I think she's after Ben, but I would absolutely go on a date with her. So the next one we have is Suki, and I believe she's also just been recently added to the Dateables, so there's not that much on her. So Suki is a very strong and confident woman who takes her responsibilities as a mother to her daughter Valentina very seriously. She lives and runs the Coral Inn with her twin sister Alice. She loves green smoothies and daffodils, she hates pizza, pineapple upside down cake, and that is about it. I really like Suki. I think Suki is gorgeous. I love her purple ombre she's got going on. She's definitely cool like her sister, but she feels a little bit more approachable to me. She feels like, you know, maybe because she's a mom, she seems like down to earth and chill, but also she's got some interest to her, and I don't know, she seems really interesting. I don't know if she's a Stop You're Gorgeous or Let Me Love You. I think she's a Stop You're Gorgeous. I think she's the head of the Stop You're Gorgeous category. I think that she's absolutely amazing, and I'm excited to I haven't met her in the game yet, so I'm excited to get to meet her. Okay, all right. So now we have Mark. Mark has also been recently added, so there's not much to say about him. Let me just tell you what they say about him. He lives in the woodlands with Anne, Paul, and Zoe, and their house is right next to the lake. He loves shiitake, tomato soup, hot cocoa, egg custards. He hates hot peppers and goat cheese, and he lives in the wildlife enthusiasts. He likes animals, and he is so hot. And he's so hot. Before I got this game, I saw this list of bachelors and bachelorettes. My mind and my eyes immediately went to Mark, and I said, absolutely. What I like so much about Mark is we're giving enemies to lover right now. He has only talked to me like twice in the game, and he's been kind of like sassy to me, but I don't think he's pretentious. I think he is down to earth. I think he has a hard exterior, maybe because he's been through some stuff, and I am going to crack that hard exterior open and make him mine. Yeah. We're gonna live in a cabin in the woods, and we're gonna have a lovely, lovely life together. He is my favorite one so far. We'll see if that stays, but Mark is an absolute yes from me. Final character we have is Lily. Despite a well-paid remote job, oh my god, same, Lily still lives at home with her dad and her brother. Theo's her brother? Cute. Usually she spends her days working at home and would visit the lake or the library on the weekends. Once a week, usually on Mondays, Lily would stay at the abandoned villa as a favor to her friend Nina. She watches the villa while Nina's away and uses that time to recuperate. She loves miniature bonsais. She likes kimchi, onigiri? I know these, I'm sure these are all foods that I'm unfamiliar with, and I'm sorry. Onigiri, omurice, cheese, wine, and sunflowers, and she hates diamonds. I think she's so cute. I like her. I think I like her. She feels very reserved. I can relate to her. I also work at home. I like her. I'm interested in her. I want to get to know more about her. I think I like her more than I like Alice. I like her more than Raj. I like her more than Macy. I think she goes here. I think this is a good spot for her. Yeah, I feel pretty good. This overall, I think, is pretty good. I think this is pretty fair. Again, these are my first impressions kind of ranking, so things absolutely may change, and I'm sure they will as I talk to the characters more, but you could see my top choices in Let Me Love You, the Stop You're Gorgeous category, the Would Go on a Date with You, the You're Okays, and the You Are a Dateable characters. And that's gonna be it for me today, guys. Like I said before, if you want to make your own tier list, I absolutely want to see it. It's gonna be linked in the description where you can make your own. If you haven't already checked out Coral Island, I absolutely recommend doing so. I will be playing more of it on my channel because it's been really fun, and I would recommend checking out my first stream that I did of it last week to kind of get some more info on what the game is actually like. Leave me a comment down below letting me know who is your number one. I want to know who's the cutest, who's the best, who are we vibing with, who are we not vibing with, who are our hearts torn between. I want to know. Let me know. Please be sure to like the video on your way out if you haven't already, and subscribe for more cozy, chaotic content like this, alright? Thank you guys so much for being here. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!